explain to you why I have decided to do less live streams. First things first, we do live streams basically to show in real time how amazing our technology is. After seeing some of the stuff that I have seen in some other people's demonstrations, as in the lacking of tests, the lacking of performance, screens washing out, and especially with the one with the P2 projector, that projector with such powerful capabilities, specifications, an incredible projector, just basically, just, I don't even know how to explain it. Just basically, I don't know, you could say the projector was underperformance against the screen it was displayed on. A projector is only good as the screen is being displayed on. If your screen's crap, your projector is going to look like crap. If you have an amazing screen, then your projector is going to look amazing. One of the other things is too is the fact that, you know, people, there's no point in, and we've done every test you could possibly think of. We've got screens outside, we've got motorized projection screens, we've got acoustic screens, we have screens painted on the walls. I have done so many test demonstrations on our products, it's not even funny. Even the simple test demonstrations that we do on this technology that's been developed within an hour, right there from the door, that screen has to go through 5 certifies, it goes through white level demonstrations. We do the whole 9 yards, not just taking a screen, putting it in a ported environment, showing a bunch of pretty pictures, bouncing across the screen, and nothing like that whatsoever, you know. So as I said before, you know, and even at that, the testing I have seen with the other products out there, even with the certifies, but the other products I've seen out there, the screen paints, is just, it's sad. It's really sad. I mean, that one demonstration that I saw with the individual, that was the most, that was the most horrible demonstration I have ever seen. I think about the worst thing I've ever seen. And I'm not trying to be rude here, but it was the worst thing I've ever seen. It was just so many things wrong with that demonstration, that even the fact that using such a powerful piece of equipment, the image was so badly distorted, the color was washed out. There were certain areas where the darker screens were pulling up tan levels, which I don't even know how that was even possible. There were others where certain parts of the darker screen paints where they were really dark, but they were pulling up really bad white levels when it came to snow. And with that being said, if that paint was any darker, who knows how bad the colors would have came out. Another thing I noticed, that the 19 that was supposed to be displayed in the video didn't even match the speakers. It was gray, the speakers were black. With the projector sitting, it was sitting 2 feet 2 inches from the screen, I guess, to get 100-inch. The screen doesn't look 100, it's like probably 92 around 92. Inch screen, but it doesn't look like a 100-inch screen. But anyway, neither here nor there. That right there alone, with the projector sitting close with such a short distance, you know, at 3,000 lumens, you know, nothing was coming up on the screen. The screen was so washed out. You know, nothing was, you didn't really get a chance to see color until the lights were off. And those are the things we saw in that demonstration, that why in the world are we even trying to prove ourselves to these people to begin with? I mean, like I said, the demonstration I'm doing right now on a motorized projection screen in a fully lit environment, we got sunlight coming in, we got a nice bright environment, we're on a 720p projector. We painted this screen live on Facebook, they freaking loved it over there. And here I am displaying my screen when it's done. And at the end of the day, the tests we've done on this product, they haven't even begun to even match it. This screen went through 18 certifies. Are there any demonstrations of any screen paints out there doing 18 certified screens? Even 4 from the door when the product is made. Any of them. Not one. I even had a challenge on one of my forum sites that if anyone could find any demonstrations matching ours exactly, we give them free paint. We didn't give out any free paint that day. So what is the point of me coming on doing live streams and displaying my product and doing all these tests when we've done these already before? Just try to find somebody that has anything that matches anything we have over here. This screen's red. People didn't realize how deep red the Phantom was until I painted this thing in the basement, because the basement has work lights. It's really bright down there. And they were like, good God, this screen's actually red. Yes, an actual red screen. And it can produce contrast and color. There's no technology out there that develops a red screen except for us, or blue, or purple, or anything else. So at this point, after what I've seen already out there, there is nothing for us to pretty much prove our point to anything at the end of the day. And sometimes we get so caught up in the thrill of these challenges, get caught up in the thrill of basically bringing out new technology, and we've been there, we've done it already. I think right now we're just going to cap it off with the gunmetal, which we're good, and we're going to cap it off with red. That's it. That's all we need. I don't think we're going to develop anything else under the Phantom, which we don't need anything else. I don't feel the need to design anything else. I'm just going to keep those two. And maybe I think I'm going to continue. I'm going to make the invisible version of the Phantom, and that's it. And we're done. But other than that, from what I've seen from the certified screens, poorly lit environments, overpowered projectors, and of course, all those projectors are calibrated. What I've seen in screen paint mixes, or one particular mix, where's the demonstration of the product showing that the product is not everyday paint? Where is it? Nowhere to be found at all. The simple fact that if I have to request this 5 times from somebody, and in that 5 times of requesting it, there's always a smoke screen, it's never done, then that clearly shows at the end of the day, the product is what it is. It's a black and white paint, that's what it is. Now for us, on our end, like I said, we do this automatically without anyone asking us from this, because at the end of the day, if you're making a black screen paint, the question is going to pop up that at the end of the day, hey, what is the difference between your product and black paint? What is the difference if I just went out and I got black vinyl or a black bed sheet and did the exact same thing? So these are tests that have to be done. We've done these tests against silver technology we've developed. We have tests going all the way back to the 7s, all the way back to the 8s and 12s, where these tests had to be performed. But I don't see anything there at all, period, when it comes to everybody else, when it comes to those particular tests. So we don't feel the need to do any more live, actually really not too many live demonstrations. I do live demonstrations on Facebook for them over there, but over here, I don't feel the need to do any form of live demonstrations due to the fact that there's no one matching our demonstrations at all. I mean, I did a demonstration outside. Hold on for a minute. I'll pull something real quick. I did a demonstration outside on 250-inch screens. 2 of them, 250 inches. Anybody do that demonstration yet? My record time outside was 4:51. Show me one demonstration of anybody showing off 250-inch screens outside back to back at the time at 4:51. Not one. There is no one doing demonstrations like that. 180-inch screen outside at around 6:57. That's why I said there's no need for us to go in and do any more live demonstrations. We did live demonstrations to back up our products. What are we backing up? There's no one matching us. Honestly, at the end of the day, there's nobody matching us. And for what I've seen from the other screen paint products, not even close. Where's my audio at? I'm trying to get my audio on here. My audio is way too loud. There we go. So this is my motorized projection screen. $68 motorized projection screen. Of course, pulls better contrast and color than everyday gray screen paint mixes. Because this screen is going to be tested against 18 certifies, and a screen paint mix has never did 18 certifies. Having done 5 certifies, how would it ever compete to this technology? Phantoms and Phoenix can pull images up at 4 and 5 o'clock outside. Have you seen any 150-inch gray screen paint mixes pulling up images outside at around 4 and 5 in the evening, even at 150 inches? No, you haven't. Have you seen any real distance throws from them? 22 feet back, 1,000 lumen projector versus certifies? Hasn't been done. They can't even keep the lights on for the full demonstration. For the full demonstration, they cannot keep the lights on. They have to turn them off because that's the only way they can show a picture. From that one demonstration alone, that right there, I was sitting there laughing, and we were in the forum, and we're back there laughing over the demonstration. He said, Mr. Bird, you need to just leave these people alone, because number one, you're never going to do our challenges. Never going to do them. You can't do them at all. You can't even do a challenge with this one right here. So you're not going to do the challenges. If I give you a challenge right now outside, it's about, what time we got? Alexis, what time is it?
It's 3:31 p.m.
So 3:31. 3:31. We go outside at 4 o'clock. We gave the Crow Boys this demonstration, the test to do. That bottom of that video is blank. There's nothing there. So the Crow Boys, we gave them a challenge. We said, take your product outside, do a Starfield screensaver outside at 4 o'clock. The bottom of that video is blanked. There's no links at the bottom of the video at all. We left it open. Not one of them could do it. You know why? Because you know you can't do it. I'm pretty sure you went home and wherever you're at, and you went to your theater room and you tried to do that demonstration and it wouldn't pull up. Of course it's not going to pull up. It's a great screen. It doesn't have the capability to do so. Never is this black technology. We've taken black paint, painted it live on camera, put it right against my screen. Guess what? Didn't match. Even did that demonstration when the sun was coming up, peeking through my screen, through my window. And mind you, my windows sit right next to my screen, not in the back where it's being blocked by furniture and bookcases. It sits right up in the front where light can pass back and forth across the screen. And my screen sits at 126 inches, not at 100 inch. I doubt that screen's 100 inch because I have 100 inch in the next room. My screen's bigger than that in the next room. So I'm thinking about 92 inch, maybe about a 92 inch at the most. Look about this size right here. So no, they don't match any of our demonstrations at all. And I bet you, if I were to bounce from that account right now, I guarantee you there's no demonstrations, and I'm willing to bet my life on it. There's no way in the world that he's gonna sit there and make those products on live with those multiple teaspoons of black paint and put that against the screen. He's not doing that at all. We did a demonstration, I think the last stream I did, we did a demonstration where we had the paint that had two tablespoons of black paint. And we put that up against that screen and that thing, boom, blended in, not only to the personal, but it blended slightly into the Metallica mix. And then we put the one with the 4 and it blended in perfectly. Now you think he's going to sit up there and make those multiple shades of gray live? So you can see all that information and put that against the screen? He's not going to do that. What he's going to do is he's going to get on YouTube and he's going to rant. That's what he's going to do. He's going to go on vacation. He's going to try to avoid it as much as possible. But at the end of the day, the consumer needs to ask, and you should be asking us the same thing too. When it comes to when we're doing black screens and stuff like that, come to us and ask us, hey, look, what's the difference between your product and black paint? Ask us. We have nothing to hide. And it's something you should be asking him also too. What's the difference between your product and me going down to Home Depot and making this stuff myself? Show me a difference. Make this live on camera, paint your screen with it, and show me a difference. And I don't want to see a slight little bump, because a slight little bump means I can do it. I want to see a huge difference where I can say, there's no way in the world I'm matching that thing. That's what you should be doing. So that's why, at the end of the day, we just basically went on to doing our pre-recorded, because what else are we going to back up? We've done just about everything. So we get that all the time. Like I said, from time to time, like I said, if I'm doing business with a company and they're buying like 30, 40 gallons of paint from us, it's going to come up in the conversation. Hey, what's the difference if I just go buy black paint? Can I get the same thing? And I'm going to sit there and say, oh, no, you can't get the same thing because our paint produces a higher white level. Any black screen is going to produce a contrast level, but the problem you're going to have is you can't pick up proper color and white levels. And they're going to say, you got any proof of that? I'm like, sure we do. Here's a video demonstration of me actually painting this live. Black paint, putting it against my screen. This is when you're actually making different forms of gray, dark mixes, some with 5, some with 2 tablespoons, and putting it against our screen. This is a demonstration of black fabric, black vinyl, even a hoodie. We even threw a t-shirt up there for fun. And you know what that does at the end of the day? That puts a couple $1,000s into my banking account, because that shows that our product is not black paint. But the problem you have on your end is you have no proof that the product, that the consumer can go and go, I can buy bare silver screen, drop in 4 tablespoons of black paint, 2 tablespoons of black paint, 3 tablespoons of black paint, 10 tablespoons of black paint, and I could match your product. Now, in his mind, he thinks it has to be an identical match. No, not really. It just has to be close enough to it. to tell you the truth. Because at the end of the day, if you have to get up on top of the screen to see there's a difference, that really doesn't help you at all. You have to be where I'm standing at right now, up against the wall where I'm at right now, looking at my screen. You have to be at a distance. No one's going to sit that close to the screen at all, period. That's the case then. If you're using a projector that is 600 by 800 res, you're going to see the screen door effect because you're sitting right up on top of the screen. We were asked about this too. We painted the screen. We get this all the time. If I paint a motorized projection screen, can I roll it up or down? We do these all the time in demonstrations. But that's what I'm telling you. You should be asking these questions. You're paying the money. This is your money coming out of your pocket. You need to ask these questions. I'm not bothered by people asking me these questions because we do these tests. That's why if you haven't seen me come on sometimes, like, oh, we're doing this test for a customer, we're doing this demonstration for a customer, you know, you should be doing this. So as I said before, we already know from the door pretty much he's not going to do it. It'd be suicide. And like I said, when I saw the demonstration, two things I saw. When I saw the demonstration with the bare silver screen, I was like, gee whiz. 2 tablespoons of black paint and boom, that would have matched his screen. And we did it at 4 tablespoons on everyday white paint and matched the screen. So that's why you'll never ever see that demonstration from him. At the end of the day, that clearly shows you what you're buying, but you need to ask these questions. Ask them from him, ask them from me. You should be asking them. Like I said, right now we have to do a demonstration. My driveway I had to measure is about good 70 feet. So 70 feet, I have to use that projector right there, which is the Sony FH36, which has an extended long throw. I have to hit a screen at 70 feet. Nail this screen. They want it done at around 7 o'clock. That's going to be a cakewalk for that technology. And they said, yeah, it's going to be a 70 feet hit because they want to see how our technology is going to react to a drive-in movie theater. Candy's not going to be able to pick that. Mind you, when they want this demonstration done, they want to see everything. They want to see the contrast levels. They want to see color. They want to see the whole 9 yards, white levels, everything. Can it be done? Oh, heck yeah, it can be done. It's easy. That's an easy demonstration, mind you. Before these things can get labels, they have to be to pull up at 1,000 lumens. But like I said, this is another reason why, and one of the bigger reasons besides all this, because we've pretty much done everything we could possibly think of. I mean, honestly, have done just about everything we could possibly think of. But so bottom line, like I said, at the end of the day, there's nothing for us to be able to, to prove? What are we going to prove? Why most people with screen paints are sitting in their apartments trying to avoid ambient light. I'm outside. We've done this a dozen times down in the basement. Let's go with I think they were more shocked on Facebook when we actually, now mind you, when we painted this screen upstairs, I told you my lighting upstairs is bright, but not as bright as the workshop. These screens are literally red. People don't believe the screen is actually red. They look at it like, good, great screen, it's freaking red. Yeah, it's red. And they can see multiple colors, better than a certified screen. So let me get this straight. I have a $68 projection screen. I have a $270 720p projector, and this screen beat a $5,000 couple $5,000 projection screens. Think about that one. White levels are outstanding. Not a trace of red, nothing. That's that whitener technology. And like I said, there's no point in doing any more live demonstrations. We're done. I've done every test I can possibly think of. On top of that, there's a couple other reasons why, too, I'm not going to be doing live too much anymore. I'm not going to do live too much anymore because there's some things, bottom line, about myself I don't like about myself when I do live. Live makes me arrogant. It does. It makes me arrogant. I see it in myself when I watch my demonstrations. That's another reason why, too, I am backing away from live. Because when I see that screen pull up, when I see those images come up the way they do, they get overclouded by arrogance pops up, and everybody goes through arrogance. But I admitted on camera that, yeah, when I try to keep it as humble as possible, I'm supposed to be a Christian now. Now, remind you, I put my roots up under ridicule myself. So I watch my videos and I go, Ken, you know Christians aren't supposed to act this way. You can't act this way on camera. So I tried to make myself believe, I tried to think that, okay, I'm gonna pretend Jesus Christ is sitting in front of me, but then again, the arrogance pops out, and man, it's a part of me I don't like. Can't stand it. And the Jamies and the Partays got nothing to do with it. It's the fact of being able to develop technology that fast, that quick, and to watch it just tear through certified screens so fast. It's just that I have to learn to humble myself instead of basically becoming arrogant. And I get that way. I remember a few times I lost a few contracts because I've gotten arrogant. Arrogance is very dangerous, very, very dangerous. So I tried to control it as much as possible. And then I realized I was like, I can't do live anymore, because if I continue to do live, number one, it's the fact that we've already done enough demonstrations. We don't have to prove anything else. We're done. But the other thing is too, it's messing with my salvation. And my salvation is more important than anything in the world. If I meant to say, well, Mr. Bird, you have a choice. You can basically get this $20 million contract and lose your salvation, or basically you can get nothing and live with God. I'll walk out of it. Y'all don't understand how deep my love goes for Christ. Money's not worth it. And me getting on camera, being arrogant and carrying on, it's not worth it. Me following behind these demons that want to carry on and act up, and that's the mistake I'm making. It's one thing to defend your company. It's another thing to basically drive it to the point where you're basically pulling yourself down with them. And that's what I see myself doing. So that's why, another reason why I need to walk away from live, because, constantly bickering with these people for what? I've already done my tests. I put my time and I put my work in. I proved what my technology can do. Why am I bickering with these individuals? What I need to do is concentrate on what I need to do, stay off of live, keep my videos professional, and when it's time in April, let the professionals handle it. Let my attorneys do what they're paid to do. Take this gentleman to court and just finalize this nonsense and be done with it. And that's what I need to do. So I want to give a clear message to the individual. Just because I'm walking away from live due to the fact that, number one, I have proven everything I need to prove, and number two, I'm not putting my Christianity at risk. And I see the downfall and the spiral I'm landing at by constantly bickering with you. We'll settle this in April. I'll see you in the court in April. So after that, I'm going to concentrate on my work, concentrate on my customers, try to keep my videos as short as possible, because man, I don't even watch my full videos. Like, good God, this video is so freaking long. So yeah, I don't even watch my own demonstrations. Sometimes they're just too long. Keep them short, keep them sweet, and concentrate on my work. And whatever we already proven what we had to prove. After seeing the fact that he can't back his product up the way it should be backed up, that's all I need to see. That's all I need to know at the end of the day. He can't back his product. And that's the end of it. So we're going to keep doing what we need to do on our end and making amazing products for our customers. And then when April comes around, Jamie, Fernando, whatever you call yourself, I'll see you in court. All right, gotta go, guys, and God bless.